really like that. I find it very refreshing. What? I needed that. A lot of things have happened, but nothing really is happening. They hate each other, sometimes they love each other. They don't even like apologize or anything. Like this book was a little bit unhinged. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, hi, my name is Vivian, and in today's video we are going to be swapping phone time for reading. Is that the term for it? I'm not really too sure. I thought of doing like a new releases type of reading vlog, but I realized that I only had one new release that I wanted to read, so I decided to just do the swapping phone screen time because I have never done this before and I think it's gonna be fun. And I've never checked how many hours I spend on my phone, so I got the weekly report for the week before this week, and that is 16 October to 22 October. And on average I spend only 2 hours and 58 minutes, which is great. I don't think that's too bad of time spent on my phone. And if you guys can see, there's Monday to Sunday, but today is actually Tuesday. I'm starting this off not on a Monday, which is fine, it doesn't really matter. And for my Tuesday count, it is 2 hours and 43 minutes. That's not a very long time, so I'm pretty happy with that. In today's vlog, I do want to read one new release. I'm actually going to be starting it right now. It is Wildfire by Hannah Grace. This is the companion novel following Icebreaker. You guys know Icebreaker. It got really hyped on TikTok for a bit, but this is a new release. It just got released this month, and this is about Russ and Aurora. I don't know where Russ is in Icebreaker. I don't think that he's a part of the hockey team. Point being, we follow Russ and Aurora. They had a one-night stand and a university party, and one day they end up meeting again as camp counselors in the same summer camp. I think it's gonna be fun. Hannah Grace does really good spice, and also her slow burn, her pining is really good too. So yeah, I'm gonna start this right now. We're gonna start our timer of 2 hours and 43 minutes. Once again, really happy about the fact that I don't have to spend that long of a time, and surprisingly I don't spend that long on my phone. My most used app is Instagram, and then WhatsApp, and then YouTube, so that makes perfect sense. I don't play TikTok a lot, by the way. Ta-da! Hello, I am here to give a midway update today. I am currently reading Wildfire and I'm at 53 minutes left. I'm in the middle of chapter 14. This is Russ's POV, and I really like this book to the point where I started tabbing it halfway through reading this book. There were some quotes and some scenes and some romantic parts of the book that I really wanted to tab. I have only 3 tabs this time because I feel like with romance books you don't really need that many tabs, which is why I only have 3, even though they did start off on like a one-night stand, which also means a semi-physical attraction. But after that, the way that they get to know each other is so wholesome and so lovely, and I love Russ so much. I feel like he's a golden retriever type of character, but also really shy and awkward sometimes, and I really like that. I find that very refreshing of a character. And I also really like how Aurora's super straightforward, takes no craps, but also she suffers from her own anxieties of abandonment issues. I feel like the way she grew up is so valid, and sometimes the things that she says validates me a lot too. So I really like that, and the relationship she has with her mother, that I feel like is kind of the point where I felt so like Aurora, and I really like that. We're going to finish off our timer today with a bang. It's so good. I want to give a quick update of Wildfire by Hannah Grace. So you guys can see from the little b-roll in the beginning of this book, I did read this in the morning. I also read a little bit more after my time yesterday, and I read up until page 251, and then now I am at page 294. So I have less than 100 pages to the end, and my timer is currently on 3 hours and 4 minutes. I did go out just now, but I wanted to give a quick update before I go and take a shower because I do want to wash my hair. Oh my gosh, I love Wildfire. I love that there's no miscommunication. I love that they're very open about their feelings. I really like how Aurora, she really just talks about her feelings a lot. It's so good right now, and I'm absolutely enjoying it. I'll probably finish this today. This is off to a good start. This video is off to a good start, so I'm very happy. It's the type of book when I read, I don't even check what page I'm on because I'm so engrossed by it. Yeah, I'm gonna go and take a shower, and then we're gonna finish off Wildfire, and then I'll tell you guys my review after that. Hi guys, I am here to let you guys know that I'm done with reading Wildfire. I finished annotating it as well. It is super pretty, and I had so much fun reading this book. I really liked that there was no big third act conflict, and I really liked how they were very open with how they solved their problems together, and I also really liked how they solved their family problems as well. So overall, it was a really good, fluffy, easy rom-com read, not many conflicts. Also, the way they got together was just really pure and wholesome. So I really had fun and enjoyed reading this. Okay, so I thought of in between two ratings, and if you guys realize, I don't do quarter ratings, I don't do 0.25 and 0.75s, but I think I'm gonna start implementing that from now on because I realized that there were a lot of books that I could have rated 0.25 or 0.75, and so I decided to rate this 4.25. It's not entirely a 4.5 because I feel like it didn't give me a lot of up and down emotions, but at the same time I had so much fun. I still had fun annotating it. I really liked a lot of the quotes and a lot of the romance scenes in this, so I felt like annotating this was a good idea. I could come back to it and enjoy this book without reading the whole book later on. So I had fun with Wildfire. I still have 1 hour and 53 minutes left on my timer, so I'm trying to figure out what to read. And the good choice, obviously, to pick something from my October TBR, but I cannot figure out what I want to read from my October TBR. I want to get into either of these two books, and they're both on my TBR. This one is Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber, and I've read up until page 82 of this book, but also I really want to get through the Serpent and Dove series, so that's why I picked Blood and Honey. But I feel like with Serpent and Dove, the writing, it doesn't suck you in as much as this one does, so I'm trying to figure out which one I want to start with first. I'll probably read this after Once Upon a Broken Heart. I really want to get into this series because my friend recently finished reading it, and she is dying for me to read it as well so that she can share her thoughts. If you guys don't know what this book is about, to which you guys are also living under a rock, if you don't know what this book is about, it's been crazy everywhere, and this is about the Prince of Hearts called Jax and Evangeline. Evangeline's love of her life is getting married to her stepsister, and so she, in order to stop that wedding, she made a deal with the Prince of Hearts. He will stop the wedding. In return, she needs to give him 3 kisses to his liking. Since A Curse of True Love just came out, I think it would be right for me to read this. I'm gonna read Once Upon a Broken Heart, and hopefully I get this done today because it's pretty short. It's less than 400 pages. I don't think I can get this done actually, never mind, but I think I can get through a significant amount, so that's the goal for this book. Done with my timer for today. It is currently 11 p.m. and I have now officially passed the halfway mark for Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber. So I read a little bit more after the timer went off, so this is where I'm at. This is chapter 37, page 257. The writing is, it just sounds like I'm in a fairy tale, and all the balls and all the dresses, they're just really fairy tale-esque, so I am having fun with that. Other than that, once again, with Stephanie Garber's writing, since I did read the Caraval trilogy, I feel like the way she story tells is very mysterious, but also it it keeps me on my toes. I don't really know what's going on. I'm not sure what the main plot is because so many things are happening and I'm not sure what is going to happen next. That is it for this update. I'm going to go to sleep because it's 11 p.m. and I will see you guys tomorrow in the morning. Good morning. I won't talk too much because I sound absolutely nasally this morning. 2 hours and 23 minutes today. Let's go. I have 1 hour and 16 minutes left on the timer and I'm still on Once Upon a Broken Heart. I've now reached page 350. This is chapter 47 and I have 50-ish pages left to the end, so I probably need to pick up another book today, but we're gonna finish this off together. I will be filming my reaction for the last 50 pages. Thoughts so far about this book is that, first of all, Evangeline is just way too naive, very, very delulu. I think she needs to like wake up and realize that not a lot of things are as good as they may seem. And also, I really like the little hints of romance in this, even though we don't get a lot, but still really enjoying the book. But also, so many things just happened and I didn't know what to expect. I didn't realize that was gonna happen, so it was a good surprise. Anyway, we'll be filming my reaction for the last 50 pages, so let us see what we're gonna think about this book. Feeling good about this ending. What? I'm not okay. What is going on? Huh? Timer, 49 minutes left, and I am done with Once Upon a Broken Heart. I did not expect that ending. 100% did not expect that ending. Now I kind of understand why people want to jump into the second book immediately, because it doesn't end on a cliffhanger exactly, but you kind of want to find answers. You kind of want to know what the heck is happening. That was good. That was good. I am impressed. Either a 4.25 or a 4-star. I kind of find Evangeline a little bit hard to read about because she's such a delusional main female character. I feel like a lot of her actions are questionable and she could have listened to other people's advice, but she does not, and she's very optimistic about everything. I also find that I cannot put this book down and it's very easy to read and I love her writing. So maybe like a 4-star. Just didn't have that like spark that would make me rate this more than 4.5, or maybe a 4.25 actually. Let me think about it actually, never mind. I'm gonna think about this first. Around that range, 4 to 4.5. I need to like think about this. That being said, we're done with Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber. I'm gonna pick up another book. So I have 49 minutes left. I'm done with my time for today. It's still 5 p.m. and I'm done with my challenge for today. I have read 92 pages of Blood and Honey. First impression thoughts. It follows right after what happened at Serpent and Dove. And if you guys don't know what Serpent and Dove is about, you follow a witch and a witch hunter and they get into a marriage. There was a little situation that happened and to save both of their lives, they needed to get married. The witch, she's called Louise and she's actually in hiding in this world. Witches are dangerous. They are killed by these witch hunters because they pose threat to the society. And Louise pretends to be a normal human being, but she's actually a witch. And in Blood and Honey, you kind of follow their journey and you get to know a lot of things after reading Serpent and Dove. So this was really exciting to see what they're gonna do post Serpent and Dove. I might read more tonight even though I'm done with the timer, depending obviously on my mood. But once again, really liking this book. and I will see you guys tomorrow, I guess. It is only 2 in the afternoon and I'm tired as heck. I had Pilates this morning, so you guys saw a little bit of my B-roll, and then I went out immediately because I had to send my mom to the hospital, and I went to walk my dog. Just came back, I ate lunch, and now I have a cup of coffee. This is decaf though because I think it's too late for me to have caffeine since I have to wake up early again in the morning tomorrow, so we're having decaf today. Reading update, because I did read a little bit while I was walking my dog because I had to wait for my mom in the hospital. I needed that. I read up until page 140, I think, yesterday night. While I was out, I read up until chapter, not sure what chapter this is, but this is page 156. Timer is on 2 hours and 4 minutes. I think I read a little bit slower outside because I couldn't really focus on the book, and I was focused a lot on like making sure my dog isn't running anywhere. I am going to focus on reading the rest of the day. I am supposed to have golf after this. We're canceling that because I am tired. What else do I have to update you guys on? I guess that's it. I'm just gonna quickly do some work and then I will update you guys when I start actually reading. Hi guys, did I read anything? No, I did not. I read like 15 minutes, so now my timer is on 1 hour and 44 minutes. I just took a nap. I just woke up after taking the nap. I want to talk about my feelings about Blood and Honey so far. So I know I said that it was like pretty good because I flew through the first 100 pages. Now it's been really hard to get through the book. I think first of all it's been really hard because it feels like a lot of things have happened but nothing really is happening. Yeah, the storyline just feels like it's going very slowly. I don't know, I just don't feel like it's grabbing my attention that much. I'm gonna continue reading this and I'll let you guys know how I feel about it after another 100+ pages. As you guys know, I am reading Blood and Honey and I'm popping in here a little bit just to rant a little. I'm now at 50 minutes left on my timer and I'm at page 302. So we have passed the halfway mark. Obviously, you guys know that they're a witch and a witch hunter. They claim to love each other, but for some reason, he doesn't like that she's a witch. She is okay with him being a witch hunter because she believes that he has changed, but he's so adamant about hating her identity but loving her as a person. You don't pick the characteristics that you love on a person, you just love them as a whole. And some chapters like they hate each other, some chapters they love each other. They don't even like apologize or anything. They were so good in the first book. I felt like they were very like individually they had their pros and cons, but overall they were strong characters. However, in this book I feel like they went 10 steps backwards because she's suddenly being all crazy and he's suddenly going back to being a witch hater. I feel like I'm not reading anything. I'm reading and I know things are happening, but I just don't feel like anything is happening. I will only know once I'm done with the book, but it just feels like a filler piece at this point. It doesn't feel very interesting. I'm gonna try my best to finish this today. I don't really know if that's gonna happen. It's currently almost 9 p.m. and I have to wake up early tomorrow, but I'm gonna try still to get this done, hopefully in an hour or so. I finished reading Blood and Honey. I stopped at like page 420 something when the timer went off, and then I finished the whole book. It is currently 11 p.m. I'm gonna go to bed, but I want to quickly just talk about the book before I put it on my shelf. As I expected, the pacing was just really not my favorite in this book. 70% of this book was absolutely slow. Like, it was really slow for no reason. There were some descriptions that were not needed. There were a lot of other sub characters that didn't really help the story that much, and also the ending, like the 20%, no, never mind, 10% mark was when things got like quick, like real quick. It made me very frustrated reading this book, and I was also just dying to get this done. I don't even know what I want to rate this because I even didn't like the characters. I felt like Lou and Reed, they were just so much better in the first book. I'm conflicted with my rating. I want to give it like 2 stars. I will definitely read the last book because this ended on a cliffhanger. It's not to the point where I want to grab the next book immediately. That's Blood and Honey. I'm going to go to bed now and I will see you guys tomorrow. I might not film anything in the morning, maybe some b-roll footage again, but I have tennis in the morning tomorrow and I have picked out my next book that I'm going to be reading in this vlog. I am picking up Magnolia Parks The Long Way Home. This is the third Magnolia Parks book. I even have tabs ready because I actually planned on reading this last month, I think, and I didn't end up reading it because I was terrified. I just feel like I need to read a series that I know I will enjoy, that I know I will like. I love Jessa Hasig's writing. I think she writes like a poet. It's really, really poetic. I love it. That's gonna be the next book I'm gonna read, and hopefully I'll get to film things tomorrow, but not promising anything because it's a Saturday tomorrow and I have lots of things to do. Tomorrow's my mom's birthday. Tomorrow's time is pretty short. I think it's also 2 hours. Yeah, it's 2 hours and 21 minutes. So I think I can get it done pretty quickly. Anyway, point being, we're gonna get this done and I'm excited. It is Sunday today and I did not film on Saturday as expected, and right now it is 9 p.m. but I did read. So on Saturday I did read. It was 2 hours and 21 minutes and I did finish it because 2 hours is pretty easy. I read Magnolia Parks as I mentioned, and I'm pretty sure I stopped at around page 192. I'm not entirely too sure exactly what page, but it was less than 200. And then today, Sunday, was my highest time. It's 4 hours and 3 minutes. See that? And I started the timer immediately this morning, but because I had lots of things to do, I've yet to finish it right now. I had indoor cycling this morning and then I went to meet up with a friend and then I went to play golf, and so I did not have a lot of time to read. In between post lunch and before golf I did have time to read. Then I had dinner and I'm back home, and this is my timer for right now. I'm still on Magnolia Parks and I have read a lot more. I'm now at page 348. This is chapter 55, BJ. I feel like this book is so much better than the first one, and I also really like, for some reason, I really like the progress of BJ and Magnolia's relationship in here. Although there are still some toxic traits in their relationship, I feel like they have grown a lot from that first book, and I love how there's like Daisy and Julian mentions in this book. It's really, really good. It's just really dramatic and I love how dramatic it is. These are my tabs and they're so good. I feel like I'm running out of tabs right now because I have just been tabbing almost every single chapter. The quotes in here, Jessa Hastings is such a poet because she writes so beautifully. It's really, really beautiful prose. I love it. But right now it's 9 p.m. and I am exhausted. I'm really tired, guys. I did so much today. My energy levels are really low. I don't know if I can finish the time for today, I'm not gonna lie. Weekends are just really hard for me, and if it's only 2 hours I can get it done. I will try and get some reading done. I'm probably not gonna film anything because I'm just really, really tired at this point. I will update you guys tomorrow morning on how much time I actually finished. Why am I so puffy today? Okay, wow. I literally just woke up. It is 7. I finished my timer yesterday. Still on Magnolia Park. This is page 449. I have less than 100 pages to the end of this book, so I'm planning on getting this done. But today's phone screen time is actually pretty crazy. Apparently I got lucky last week because today's Monday, so it's a new week. But last week I got lucky because the week before I really didn't use a lot on my phone. I have 4 hours and 45 minutes. Ugh. I finished reading The Long Way Home by by Jessa Hastings. The ending was kind of mind-blowing. I can finally understand why people wanted to get into the next book after this one, because the ending, it threw me off. I didn't expect that. I really, like, the last thing I expected, and it happened, and I just didn't know why that happened. I kind of want to read the Daisy Hates book now. I pushed off reading this because Magnolia and BJ just really frustrates me, and they pissed me off a lot in the first book, but this one was just so much better. I wouldn't rate it 5 stars though, because it just didn't give me that 5-star feel, but it's really high up there. I'm thinking a 4.25 or a 4.5, but I'm gonna sit on my rating for a bit. I was really frustrated, but I was really happy a lot, and I know a book's good when I really didn't like BJ's character, but throughout the book I just really rooted for them and their relationship, and I came to really like BJ. It's crazy because I really didn't like him, and yeah, I had a lot of fun with the book, and I had so many annotations because this book is crazy. I'm gonna put this book down and we're gonna pick up a new one because I still have 3 hours and 40 minutes on my timer. I'm gonna quickly look at my TBR cart and then we're gonna pick out a book together. I thought about it and I really want to get a book that I can finish in this video, and I think I can finish this in this vlog. This is just 315 pages, and with romance books I tend to get them done in less than 4 hours, so I'm thinking that I can get this done and read today. So we're gonna read Punk 57. I just recently got this. I recently purchased this, but I saw it in my bookstore, and I don't really know much about Penelope Douglas. I know she wrote a book called Birthday Girl, and I have yet to read that, but I know a lot of people really liked it, and it was a really good age gap type of story. And I've heard about this book a little bit last year too, but I never picked it up. So I think I'm going to read this. I'm hoping I will like it. I'm gonna read this and then let you guys know what this is really about. So we are going to read Punk 57. I didn't film anything in between reading this book, but I did finish Punk 57. I am now at 2 minutes left, 2 minutes and 1 second to be exact, but I'm gonna just like end it. It's just 2 minutes, and I read over the timer for most of the days in the week, so it's fine. I finished Punk 57. I didn't do any updates because honestly I felt like this book was a little bit unhinged, and I kind of expected it, but I didn't expect it to be this way. First of all, this book is about Misha and Ryan, and they both are seniors in high school. They were assigned to be pen pals when they were in 5th grade, so they've been pen paling for 7 years, and one day Misha stops like sending Ryan letters, and Misha is the male main character in this book and Ryan is a female main character. Pretty sure 3 months before they became high school seniors, Misha stops sending letters to Ryan, and Ryan still sends him letters, but she's also figuring out why Misha stopped sending her letters. You get to learn why Misha stopped writing letters to Ryan kind of early on in the book, but I'm not gonna spoil it. I think it'll be fun to read it if you guys want to read this book. This last year of high school, there's this new student who came in to the high school, and that's actually Misha, who's under the fake name called Mason, and he came there for a reason. Like, he went to that school specifically because he had a motive, and you get to learn that motive as you read on, and I felt like that was the only part of the plot that I was very interested about, and that's what kept me going with reading this book. The romance in this was just really bad. Mason / Misha from the get-go didn't really like Ryan, and Misha knew who Ryan was. Misha automatically knew that Ryan was the girl that he was pen paling, and the only reason why he didn't like her was because basically Misha felt like Ryan was just different than the girl that was sending him letters, and she didn't like him because he didn't like her, and she didn't know that Mason was Misha, by the way. Started on the wrong foot, and this is where things get weird. Basically, because he didn't like her, he kept calling her names, and it was really degrading. It was just really bad, and I don't know why she suddenly liked him, and I can understand why he liked her, but I couldn't understand why she liked him because she didn't know who Misha was. It just didn't make any sense. Like, their relationship didn't make any sense. I couldn't figure out why they liked each other, where they started loving each other. It was just so weird. Anyway, I decided to give this 2 stars because of the plot, and the spice was pretty good, I have to admit, but I really didn't like their relationship. I didn't like how they got together. I don't even know why and how they went from 0 to 100 so quick. And yeah, that is the end of this video. I'm going to show you guys the books I read in this vlog, which is crazy to think that I read 5 books. Guys, 5 freaking books. I am surprised by how many books I read because I didn't expect to be this much. We've got some 2 stars and we've got some 4 stars, but overall I had a good reading week. And that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this vlog, and if you guys liked this video, don't forget to like it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It will mean a lot to me, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!